Once in a while, someone comes up and says, "What are you reading?" I always want to say, I wish I had time to read. Right now, I'm trying to find time to read this. It's called Snakes Alive, and it's the first book written by May Milliken. Now, she kind of got a late start on her literary career, but she has a lot to say, a lot of memories. May Milliken is turning 100 next week. I went to Jenkins Bend in Blount County to get May Milliken to sign my book. Here's tonight's Spirit of Alabama report. It's a pretty good day if you can spend part of it on May Milliken's screened-in porch. May was born here on Jenkins Road, married here, and lived here all of her life. She had 8 siblings.
I have one sister in assisted living in Cullman that's 93-year-old, and the rest are passed away.
I'm not just saying this. I could sit and visit with May Milliken a lot longer than I was able to. She's not just turning 100. She's turning 100 in very good health. Her mind is sharp. Her sense of humor is sharper. She can describe a typical farm-grown supper from her youth and make your mouth water.
And that's what I think, the one reason that I'm still here at 100. I ate this quick food. We just didn't have much of it.
May told of corn mush and sweet potatoes cooked in the hot coals in the wood-burning stove, molasses, sweet milk, and after supper, all the children would gather around their mother.
She led us in these religious songs. She had a songbook, and we all sang, and we was a happy, healthy bunch of children, I tell you.
Rock of Ages, give me that old-time religion, it's good enough for me. Everyone sang. They slept on mattresses filled with duck feathers her mother saved. They had 6 beds for Mom and Dad and 8 children. It was around 1916 that May Milliken started walking to this one-room schoolhouse in Garden City. That's where she got all of her education through the 8th grade. It was a 3.5-mile walk one way from her home out on Jenkins Bend.
But we could lope that off in about an hour or a little over, and that's the way we started our schooling.
May and her husband Bervin raised 2 children here. She lost her husband back in 1992. She says he was a good man and says one thing he was a little shy on was discipline. He left the punishment of the children up to May, something her son claims he remembers well.
I've heard him tell it, and I don't believe it. He'd say, Mama would catch me with the shirt tail and pull me up to a peach tree and strip off a limb and switch me.
You think he's exaggerating a bit?
Yes, I do.
May is proud of her large collection of ribbons that she's won over the years by showing flowers and vegetables and the like at area fairs. She has over 200 of them, but mainly May Milliken is a storyteller. She's a good listener, too. She writes stories down, and she puts them in this first book called Snakes Alive, a collection of snake stories, all true, all fascinating, some funny, some not so much. Like the story of a man who brought a big rattlesnake to church where snake handling was a part of the service.
But this man that got bit by that big snake, he's the only one that would reach in and pick it up, and I think he's buried the next day. It killed him.
Snakes Alive is only $15 if you pick one up at May's house or at the Cullman Times newspaper. It's $20 if May mails one to you. Just write to Snake Times, 1431 Jenkins Road, Hayden, Alabama, 35079. May's second book will be out soon. That's the Spirit of Alabama. I'm Mike Royer.